it connects it to our tropical coast, and with that comes all these amazing, sapphire emeraldy blue waterways that you get, and all these, epic mangrove rooty trees. It gives you an absolute ton of different gameplay of
so
do you
cool,
take
bro.
the waterway, or do you want to take the roads? There's even some really cool wooden walkways that we actually found in reference that are like touristy spots that obviously our team took and turned them into cool routes to drive a car on.
Yeah, it's an incredible space. In terms of gameplay, we've never had a place like this before. There's so much water. It's so wet. It really makes for some really interesting vehicle choices, depending on which mode you're playing. And I think especially in Eliminator, you need to make sure you've picked the exact right car for this one, or you could get really caught out because a car with a high ride height can just power through all of this water.
Oh my god!
All the water is drivable in all of the cars. There's no bits where you'll get completely blocked or reset.
So me trying to go through with like a little three-wheeler ain't going to get me stuck or anything.
that is exactly right, Charlie. You want to have nice high ride height, and you be able to plow straight through all this and beat everybody in Eliminator.
Perfect. That's the dream. So I have to ask then, why did you choose the biome? Is there any specific reasons why you wanted to either include swamp or maybe even show it off first today?
It was, as Mike said, it's something we've never shown before, and we really wanted to celebrate something that is a first, and we think it looks fairly good. It's got all those really rich blue sort of streams and rivers. The
graphics are unreal, bro,
and all the smashable, as Andy just drove into some of them, mangrove routes as well. But as I said, it does connect our tropical coast into the jungle. So if you are coming off of that, you'll have to career your way through all of these winding little rivers or roads to get onto that as well.
Yeah, we saw a little bit there as Andy drove through, and we will see it again in just a second. I think it
looks incredible, bro. The map looks unreal.
The color of it is just feels so tropical and gorgeous.
We noticed when we looked at lots of reference, there are obviously tons of different colors of water, as you get different sediment, and this being a Horizon game, we really wanted to celebrate the beauty, so and make it feel like a swamp you really want to go to.
Which is
I've always wanted to go to a swamp, and I was wondering if there's an ogre in this one, but if not, I suppose it'd be fine. Is there anything else around in the swamp that players can expect?
Yes, we've got little settlements.
Dude, it looks unreal, right? I'm so excited.
To break up some of that water, so there's lots of interest. I think there's even some wild dogs floating around, well, not floating, running around. But yeah, I think we're actually going to start driving into the jungle now as well.
Oh, perfect. So we're going to connect
drive into jungle,
into the next
bro.
biome,
Okay.
are we?
Yes. Yeah. So, I think Andy's found a dog he wants to harass.
Is it floating?
leave him alone, Andy. Don't be mean to the dog.
So one of the cool things about the jungle is that it's all over the map. We've actually got different types of atmosphere, and the way the fog behaves, I guess, because the jungle's really humid. It's there's
drift zone. It's a drift zone. Yeah.
You get all those really cool light, like God rays coming through, shafts of light come through. So
see the
as you go
light
down
flare
to this
too?
biome, it's almost completely different to another area of the world, even though it could be the same time of day, because the atmosphere is so much more dense and humid. And it makes for these really cool gameplay moments of punching through to this really mysterious bit of the game, and then straight out into a farmland.
It looks like
bit, so
they've really worked on how the game looks,
and then back into the the cool jungle bit as well.
Yeah, in some areas of the jungle, just the absolute density of all of that foliage, it really starts to feel almost claustrophobic and enclosed.
It's
just
a bit
because
muggy,
there's so many trees and
doesn't
bushes around. Yeah, I think when Don mentioned earlier that you should bring your bug spray, I think this is what he was thinking of.
I have to ask, was there any particular forestry or jungle in Mexico that inspired the basis of the one in Forza Horizon 5?
This is a really good question, actually. So with every place, we look at an absolute ton of reference. We really try to be as honest and recreate it as well as we can. And there's only so much.
It looks unreal, bro. Look at the mist in the jungle and like the light in the game shining
we try
down,
to really
man.
capture the nuances of what
crazy.
really does make this thing feel like it is in real life. And we did that with the jungle, and we were kind of it looks okay. What's missing? And one of the teams said, hey, have you you watch Predator, the classic Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, because that was actually filmed in a jungle in Mexico. So we watched it and realized, hey, there's this bush that's everywhere. So one of the plants that you can see in the game, we've aptly named the Predator bush. Then we put it in and we went, oh yeah, it looks kind of cool now.
I love that. Wonderful. I will interject here and say we're driving through a temple now.
Yes, Andy has discovered something.
Looks unreal, bro.
While we were still talking about Predator Bush, Andy has snuck ahead and headed into Ekbalam, which is this incredible temple site, which is based on the real-life location of Ekbalam, which looks kind of like this. It is just this ancient temple site just jutting out of the Mexican jungle. It's just so full of mystery and intrigue and
dude, I can't wait to play this game on my 3060.
Yes,
oh my god, look at this location, bro.
It really is just so cool being able to come out of the thick jungle and just see all these amazing temples. We've got a few scattered around. We won't touch them just yet. We'll surprise you with some more later on.
It does allow you to get really up close to those ancient architecture though, and really soak it up and really feel like you're really there. Really a nice bit of virtual tourism. And
the team did a really good job at sort of recreating all those materials and stonework.
Oh man, boy, I can't wait, bro.
They're really old, so they've done a really good job at making something
really
in a game look old.
They are old. Yeah. I love what you can see here as well. Just the ground surface, just the level of detail in just kind of the muddy surface there with all the bits of twigs and leaves and stuff. Just looks real.
It really does. I think, chat, you speak for yourself a little bit, but we will be taking more questions in the Q&A later. But I, for one, will speak on behalf of all of you and say, wow, this does look absolutely incredible. Even looking here, like
looks
the
nice.
fog in the distance, it just looks so like tangible and visceral, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, hats off to our incredible lighting team for really nailing that humid look. And as we were talking earlier, the god rays as you go through, it's just so glorious going through little tree tunnels and then just hit with shafts of light. It's really immersive.
Should we go and look at something else?
Let's duck away.
Let's move on. Let's
through the magic of the Series X, we will quickly teleport.
What are we going to be going to next? What are we going to be quick resuming and speed loading into now?
We are going to the Gran Caldera volcano.
Oh my god, there's another drift zone.
The largest geological feature we've ever done in a Horizon game.
Just going on, my friend.
With some great features of you can see everything from the volcano. Wow. You can look at the whole map. When we get to the top, we'll have a look. It features the 2 largest switchbacks we've ever done as well. So the one we're on now, and Andy's about to do a drift zone. Good luck. Is the asphalt one, and on the other side is the dirt one.
Yeah, the dirt route especially, it gives us one of the most
incredible, bro.
rally trails we've ever had. It's amazing.
You can probably glimpse it when it catches the sunlight, but just how much more detail we put into the road this time's round. There's lots of cracks. As you actually get to the top of the volcano, the road actually deteriorates quite a bit. It turns to a cobblestone road right at the top because we've actually found that in reference as well that maybe they didn't want to tarmac all the way, so we tried to recreate that. But yeah, there's all these potholes and everything.
This is unreal, bro. Every time I watch these, I just get blown away by.
Players going to get.
I like that new level look as well. Look at the wheel spin thing too.
Season's going to affect what we see up there.
That's pretty nice.
That is a perfectly timed question, Charlie. So if we just take a look at if we take a look at that rock face in front of us, and we hold that in your mind, and then if we dip the feed ever so slightly so that we can do a little bit of magic,
and through the magic of time, we have skipped forward a couple of weeks.
Yeah, two weeks have actually passed.
We have gone from summer to winter. As we've mentioned before, we've got
on the road either, bro. There's no
if it's raining
on
the
that
volcano,
road right there, bro,
and you drive all the way up, it
looks unreal.
Which is really fun actually, because
now
again,
there's
really
snow, but still
making it feel like you're really there.
So the higher you go up, the more snow you obviously get.
A little bit heavier.
The lower you go down, no snow at all.
It's as you say, it's a really great seasonal experience, and it's one where you just get a different experience each season as you come and revisit these same biomes.
just constantly keep changing the gameplay up as you go through it. It's quite cool how much this one biome, the volcano itself, changes over one season as well.
I mean, it sounds like a pretty significant biome in the sense that, I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong here, I'm probably fishing, but it's a biome that's going to be visible from almost all areas of the map as well, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll have a look in one of the races, which is actually...
These roads look really good,
it's
too.
quite far, actually, from the volcano, but you can always see it like looming in the background.
It's actually a really great feature for an open world game like this to just help orientate yourself when you're just basically wherever you are on the map. You can kind of spin the camera and go, volcano, and you can kind of work out where you are and get your bearings using it as a
it also just helps you, if you're just unsure of maybe what season am I in, just look at the volcano and the amount of snow will tell you.
Up there.
That's a really big climb to the top of a volcano,
I also love
bro.
that Andy is fully doing my style of driving now, which is I need to go left, so I'm just going to go through whatever I need to do to go left.
And yeah, this is the caldera volcano, which is in other seasons a tiny little pool of water, which is quite cool to slide around or splash through, and then when winter it freezes over, as you'd expect. Should we duck away again and change season?
Yeah. Speaking of other seasons, should we do that?
Yeah. Let's have a look at spring.
Oh, okay. We're going to spring. What's special about spring then? How come we're hopping there?
For the sake of time, let's go to summer. Let's go to summer.
Summer, my apologies.
So spring is as good as summer. It's just there's a bit more snow. But yeah.
That particular magic spell wasn't immediately to hand.
Yeah. Again, this has got all the rocks we see here are all captured via photogrammetry, as is a lot of the plant work. Oh, there's all this awesome marram grass that was all hundreds
the
of
rocks sound really cool rolling about, bro.
Time accurately represent that. In fact, so are the textures. Also, all the surface you drive on. Has been pretty much
Ryan, mate, you're more than welcome to leave, bro.
The exact place.
Yeah. There's a cool little volcano research center over here as well that you will have,
to visit. What that was actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to visit there and do some research at one point in the game.
You do.
Goodbye, Ryan, mate. I'll make sure to
there's a rather impressive
to not get you in drifting.
We're not going to go around.
Take it easy, Ryan.
Because it is a developer build, and I'm terrified.
It was purple recently.
Yeah,
it's not supposed to be purple.
It was purple. Should we jump off the side of the volcano, Andy?
Jump off the side of the volcano.
The first thing I think many people in chat would like to do. I mean, many of them have been asking if you can drive through some of the billboards, but maybe we'll save that for another time, folks. Let's hurl ourselves off a volcano instead.
Yeah.
Andy. So as Connor said, the views from up here are absolutely spectacular. You can't see the whole map in one frame because the volcano is kind of in the middle of the map, but as you drive around it, you can see it's all around you. It's just like this. Looks incredible.
What?
Oh my god, look at the size of the map!
Are you kidding me? Oh, stop it. That's just cruel. That looked absolutely incredible.
That's crazy.
And all of
the
these
size
biomes
of the map,
we're going to start talking about from today onwards. But starting tomorrow, you'll be seeing for coverage for all of the biomes on the Forza social channels.
Cool.
So if you are not already, please go follow Forza Horizon Official on Instagram to follow along and keep up with all the latest Forza Horizon 5 news, announcements, and more. But now, because I know chat is already, I'm very angry we've cut away from gameplay. Let's cut back to some more, but this time it's race gameplay, which is the big lead.
Oh my god, race gameplay!
Right. It's incredible, really. Given this is the fourth Let's Go show, there's been a couple of Forza monthlies. We did E3. It's a Forza game, and we've yet to show any races whatsoever. So I think people probably want to see that. I think that's something people have been clamoring for. So let's take a look.
So no pressure, Andy.
So what race are we looking at here? What details can you share today?
So this is the Emerald Circuit. It's a road race and an asphalt race. It's really cool, and we've picked it because it straddles two of our biomes.
Listen to the sounds,
so right now we are in the living desert, where you see all these awesome cactuses and rocky formations. And then as we come around this next corner, we kind of cross over into another biome, which is the Rocky Coast. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so the Rocky Coast, we actually caught a little snippet of that at the very beginning of the trailer. That awesome rock art that we have, we've taken from Kavos and Lucas.
It's incredible, isn't it, man? I just can't wait. I'm so excited to play this game.
There's a ton more of that coast to go and explore.
Can someone clip the start of that mod?
These amazing,
Can someone clip my reaction to that racing?
Because
we
really
appreciate it.
Another holiday destination. And there's golf courses. There's all these nice luxury chalets to go and explore and totally trash the gardens.
Make a nuisance of yourself. And we did see just a second ago as well that volcano you mentioned as well was looming in the distance.
Yeah, I guess that gives you a sense of scale about where we are on the map versus that and how far away. Obviously, it took us quite a while to drive up the volcano, and we started from halfway up. So that might give you a sense of scale of how big the world is.
So what else is going on around this part of the map then? What else are we looking at?
So one this side, the rocky coast, is pretty much we've got two coasts. We've got the tropical coast on the east and the rocky coast on the west.
Volcano looks huge.
It's actually amazing how different they can look. So they've got different types. They've even got different types of palm trees. They've got lots of different types of foliage.
Ooh, that turbo?
The water's even different. So on the tropical coast, you get all the more emeraldy, white, sandier beaches, and on the rockier coast, the water's a little bit more turbulent. It's a different sea. It's a different colour. The beaches are slightly different, and as the name implies, there's all this great geology to go and drive around and race around in.
That's a cheeky little corner there. Are we going to see Andy win this, by the way?
He is well practiced, so I think he is in with a shot.
Yeah.
Keen-eyed viewers may have noticed as you went through the start gantry, it says Horizon Apex on the gantry there. That Horizon Apex is one of the festivals that you can open as you're playing through the campaign, and it's a festival that's all about road racing, asphalt racing, high-performance cars on really nice tarmac like this.
Wow,
so,
okay.
And that's just one of those festivals you'll be able to open as you're playing. So really cool.
Man.
And if you're into road racing, then that'll be the place for you to go and hang out.
Congratulations.
So good,
away before Andy won,
you made that look easy.
You have to rest assured that he did in fact win that race.
He's done a little celebratory fist bump.
Wow, very good, Andy. Well done. Now it's my turn to grill you all based on chat. Are we all ready to take some Q&A questions?
Of course, my favourite part of the show.
Perfect. Love that energy. Okay, we're going to start with Jack Anthony Cross, who asks, what was the biggest graphical challenge compared to Forza Horizon 4?
That might be my brother, actually. So, hello.
Is that your brother?
I think that is.
Man's brother's in chat,
really,
bro.
Wow.
Well, hey, man. What could you repeat the question? I was there going.
You're fully distracted by the fact your brother was in chat. Yeah. Okay, the question was, what was the biggest graphical challenge compared to the last game?
So we've, really overhauled the visuals. We've got, a exciting new set of hardware to play around with now. So it's all about upscaling that and making sure that everything is as real as possible. So, we're looking at, as we saw, a lot more sky data, a lot higher resolution textures, a lot more, photography of scanning everything to make sure that everything is exactly how it needs to be. Making sure that, the ray tracing in Forza Vista looks really good. Which obviously it does because it's ray tracing, just all up. We've made the map bigger as well, so fitting in more biomes, way more places to explore, and then also the challenge of actually being on a volcano and actually looking out at everything, so you can see everything. So there's a little technical challenge. So the wizards the technical wizards at PG have really,
bigger man
nailed it with that one. Yeah, you don't really get to hide anything when you're on top of a mountain. You can see the entire map. That is a real challenge. But I think for everything you just said there, it's consistency that's a challenging thing. As soon as you make lighting photorealistic, well, now your VFX needs to be photorealistic, your environment needs to be photorealistic, and it is that the challenge is that everything needs to level up, which. Yeah, so there isn't one thing. There is merely everything.
Set yourself a new, incredibly high standard.
I'm so excited, bro.
And you've got to meet it. And, speaking on behalf of everyone, I think you have. The next question, though, I know you mentioned it very slightly there, and you must have known this question was coming at some point, but Forza Horizon World wants to know, when do we get a look at the full map?
That is... Is it the next show? Is it 2 weeks?
Sometime.
I'm looking at a producer off cam. I believe it's 2 weeks' time on the next show. I think we're going to show the biomes and then show the map. If I'm wrong, then we'll tweet to correct later. Okay. But I believe that's the case.
So pretty soon, fingers crossed, the next show, 2 weeks, everyone set your timers.
2 weeks time.
Okay.
We think so.
Yeah,
there you go. Cast iron guarantee.
Okay, next question comes from Nathan15905. Asks, will every car have a V8 and V12 option to keep those kids happy?
No, I think is the answer to that one, unfortunately. Where it is appropriate, you'd be able to slam a V8 and a V12 in it, but not every car can have the complete upgrade path, where sometimes it is appropriate, sometimes a V8 simply would not realistically fit inside a particular chassis, and so we don't allow you to do it.
Yep, that sounds fair enough. Okay, Kai asks, I've noticed the chat button is renamed to Link. Would that be that AI feature that was talked about earlier? Good spot, by the way.
Good spot. Yes, that's right. So Link, as we talked about at E3, it's your little AI assistant that makes it that much easier for you to talk to other people that you meet online. You actually still use that for those kind of pre-canned quick chat phrases that you used in the previous game, but also it offers up those intelligent phrases that are based on the status of you and the people that you meet online.
Wonderful. Okay. Next question comes from Kodal, who asks, are the seasons going to switch on a weekly basis again, like Horizon 4?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that.
That was coordinated as well. I like that. Okay, perfect. Last question then comes from Oliver O Vlogs. I'm worried there won't be enough road. Will the map just be a lot of off-roading, or will it be balanced?
I mean, there is an absolute ton of road, more than we've ever done. If that answers your question.
Okay.
Do you know? I just want to say, my brother's name is Oliver. So when you said Oliver Birth, then
family edition.
We got the whole family in chat today.
And I've actually completely missed the question because I was distracted by that.
Is there enough road?
Is there enough road?
Honestly,
there is.
Not.
Yes. The map is 50% bigger. The amount of road has scaled up proportionally. If you're looking for asphalt road, I think we've just shown a ton. But the split between asphalt and dirt is similar to what you've seen in previous games, but now there is more of both.
Oh, Mom.
Perfect. Okay, I think that's great. If any of you didn't have your question answered today, you'll have to come back in 2 weeks' time, where we may have just teased there'll be another show coming. So get yourself ready for that.
Time, man.
But that is everything we do have time for today. So thanks for all of you in chat for being as inquisitive as you always are. And thank you, Mike, Connor, and our behind-the-scenes driver, Andy Brannacow. I've done it. I practiced this as well. Baranowski. There you go. I'm sorry, my darling. You'll have to be on cam next time to shout at me. For guiding us through Mexico today. And once again, stay tuned to Forza Horizon's social channels for more Forza Horizon 5 news and biome reveals.
Cool.
We'll have more biome previews for you on the next Let's Go stream in August, when we'll only be 3 months away, chat. 3 months away from the release of Forza Horizon 5 on November 9th, and you can play it day one on Xbox Game Pass.
I can't wait.
Thanks again, everyone, for tuning